Hey everyone, welcome back to Snapbolt. We have another sick legacy cube draft here on Magic Online. We have our pack one, pick one in front of us, and we have some interesting picks here. I'd say for me it's between a couple cards. Plateau, I always love taking lands. Teferi is really strong, and Bloodbraid Elf is really strong as well. These Planeswalkers are all pretty good as well. I haven't tried Chandra Awakened Inferno yet, but it seems good. I think Teferi is probably better. I think Teferi might be the right pick, but I just draft Blue White Control so often, and in Cube you can kind of choose what you want to do, and I think I'd rather Bloodbraid Elf here. One deck pioneered kind of by LSV that I like can be like mono red with Bloodbraid Elf, but we're not necessarily doing that yet. Just take a Bloodbraid and we'll go from there. Let's see. There is a Kolaghan's Command. Scrubland, Temple Garden are interesting as well. There's also Kodama's Reach, Fatal Push, Jadelight Ranger. There's like a lot of good options. I don't think I really want to be Jadelight Rangering. I don't want to just be like green-red mid-range. Kodama's Reach is interesting. Leaves us pretty open. It's a strong ramp card. I think it might be better than taking one of these lands. Push might be the better pick, but I don't know if I really just want to be like a Jund mid-range deck. I think it's between Push and Kodama's Reach for me here. Another option would be to take like Bogardine, but I'll take the Reach. I like playing ramp, and it seems like these cards go well together. Alright, Path is a strong card, but I'm going to take Wurmcoil. This like always makes my deck. It's just so strong. Even seeing like third pick Wurmcoil can be a little surprising just because it goes in everything. Like, it's just a colorless Titan that's just so good. Wins so many games. So, yeah, Kodama's Reach, Bloodbraid, Wurmcoil. It's a sick start. Let's see where we go from here. Alright. Now, this pick for me is between Tireless Tracker and Shardless Agent. I think I'd take either of those cards over Wasteland. The only reason I'd want to take Wasteland is there was a Crucible we saw we could get back. It's a good combo. And normally I'd like Shardless Agent over Tracker. But then we're going into blue. And Tracker's, I think, a pretty strong card. So I'm going to take that. We could just be some type of like green ramp or green-red ramp. But if we take Tracker, I think that sets us up pretty well. And kind of an unsuspecting card that has continuously impressed me is Awakening Zone. So I'm going to take it. We might not even end up playing this Bloodbraid Elf. We could just be like green ramp. But yeah, I'm going to take Awakening Zone here. I'm going to take it over Sword of Feast and Famine. And I mean, I guess Frostodon's a card we could take, but I would rather go like the ramp strategy than take Frostodon here. Let's go with Awakening Zone. Let's see. So there's Legion Warboss if we want to be more aggro. But there's also Prismatic Lens. And I think I like that well enough. It's kind of a hard to interact with ramp spell, which is kind of where our deck's looking like it's going to be. Outpost Siege, just draw cards with it, I guess. There's also like Looter if we want to dip into blue, maybe be like blue-green. But yeah, I think I'm just going to take Lens. If we're green splash red, it's good. If we're like green splash something else, it's good. And it's just a ramp card, colorless, it's good. Alright, there's like nothing in this pack for us basically. Could take a Revoker, could take a Venser. I don't think anything else I even really want at all. I guess Revoker's more likely to make our deck than Venser, so I'll take that. there's some cards here. There's a Johnny Vengeant, Fire Ice, Shivan Fire, and Wickerbolt Elder. I don't want Sword. I don't think I want Imperial Recruiter. Maybe I'd just take Fire Ice with Prismatic Lens. It's pretty sick. If we wheel some like random blue cards, we could just be like Rug mid-range. And if we're just playing Fire, it's fine. Wow, Teferi. This is like the card I was considering taking, and now it's here. Wow. I mean, I think it's the strongest card in the pack by far. I don't really want Bizarre Trade Mage. Don't really want Cyclonic Rift or Mystic Snake. I'm going to take Teferi. Just maybe we end up like Bant somehow or something like that. Now, do I take Temple Garden to help play Teferi, or do I play Crucible to maybe get that Wasteland? God, if Wasteland came back, that would just be insane. This is actually pretty tough because, yeah, if Wasteland comes around, having Crucible Wasteland's so good. You know what? I'm going to actually take Crucible and just... I think it has higher upside. I'm going to try this. I don't know if it was this pack. It probably was. That might have been greedy, but I still think it's fine. We don't need to play this Teferi. It can just be more consistent. Could play this Hour of Devastation, I guess. Yeah. I've liked Dirk Smati a fair amount. Just take advantage. Could even play Outpost Siege. Alright, I mean, our colors are looking fairly open. So this is just a Fire right now, which is fine. Green didn't, I guess we didn't see that much green. But we have some of like the big red cards. Alright. Pretty underwhelming pick here. I guess the possible options are like Biogenic Ooze, Fiery Confluence, maybe Horizon Canopy, maybe Sacred Foundry. Yeah, I'm not really worried about this Teferi. I'm just going to take Fiery Confluence and be happy with that. This card is really good. You can just 6 them, it can Wrath, it can kill artifacts. It's really, really strong. Let's go with that. Oh man. Grim Monolith versus Inferno Titan. I love Inferno Titan, but like I said in one of the previous drafts I did, Grim Monolith, I think it's one of the best cards, and it's one of my favorite cards. I'm going to take it here. We already have the combo of turn 2 Grim Monolith, turn 3 land, Wormcoil Engine. It's just so good. If we wheel like or get any other 6 drops, which we probably will, it just becomes so insane. Alright. This pick, I mean, yeah, there's Exquisite Firecraft. I don't think we can play this Young Peasy at all. But I'm fine with the Fertile Ground. Fits our style of our deck pretty well. We're kind of like, we're not like a green ramp deck where we're like trying to play all these Llanowar Elves. We're kind of like playing Prismatic Lens, Grim Monolith, Fertile Ground. All these spells don't die to creature removal, and they still ramp us. So it's almost like we're playing like a green-red ramp deck, and even Kodama's Reach. It's like a slower green-red ramp deck, but it's hard to interact with because they can't like kill our guys. Yeah, I'll take a Bolt. Seems perfect in this deck. Bloodbraid's seeming pretty sick as well. But yeah, I'm liking this deck. We're just like, again, green-red mid-range. Good ramp. Good threats. No real card advantage, but we have Tireless Tracker, we have Bloodbraid Elf, Urksmati, Outpost Siege, so I guess I spoke too soon. We have some value. Bolt is just a solid, cheap removal spell. Happy to take that. Do not think I want Faithless Looting in this deck. We could potentially play this Rosalek here, and if we're splashing blue for Fire Ice anyway. We don't have that many creatures though. And we don't really have anything good to proliferate yet. I guess Harmonize will most likely make the deck. We'll just take that. Alright. This pick is definitely between Jit and Eternal Witness. Normally I don't like Jit all that much. We don't even have that many creatures. It's still pretty powerful. Man, I mean, we just have like ramp spells. I'd rather get more like big stuff, and then we don't really need Jit. Like, our creatures right now are, what? Tracker, Rixmati, Bloodbraid Elf, Wurmcoil Engine. That's all of our creatures. When you don't have that many creatures, it's like, I play Jit, they let it resolve. I play a creature, they kill it in response to equip. Like, you need a lot of creatures to make Jit good, and Eternal Witness just seems like the value card we want in this deck. So I'm going to take that. I'll take some mana fixing here. I would want the Banefire, I think, but much rather have a green-red duel. Kitchen Finks versus Botanical Sanctum. You know, Kitchen Finks is fine, but would I rather have Botanical Sanctum to like splash an ice? Probably not. I'll just take the Finks. The downside of Horizon Canopy is real, but do we take it or do we take a Steel Hellkite? I mean, we don't have that many 6s yet. I don't think we want Flame Tongue Heavy. We have a lot of good 4s already. This card has just always underimpressed me. It's just not that great. I don't really want Horizon Canopy either. May or may not play the Steel Hell. Oh wow, we got Inferno Titan back. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. I'm definitely taking it over Dragon Lord. I think Inferno Titan's a lot better. Probably gonna cut Steel Hellkite now. I guess I'm fine with Exquisite Firecraft. I'm fine playing Evolving Wilds in this deck too. Seems good. Just a tap duel, basically. Our worst cards are probably Steel Hellkite. I don't know, maybe Outpost Siege, Kitchen Finks, Firecraft. Everything else is certainly playable. But hopefully we can upgrade these cards in the third pack. Not playing anything here. Sure, just taking a Hiri, why not? Not playing Bedlam Reveler in this deck. And our pack 3. This pick is between Fyndhorn Elves, Library, and I guess Karn or even Sky Sovereign. A lot of our creatures, Finks, Tracker, Bloodbraid Elf, they all crew Sky Sovereign, but I still think it's worse than these two. Don't think I'm taking Karn as well. I like Sylvan Library a fair amount, but I think just having the Llanowar Elf effect is just too good to pass up. I'm going to take that. Just speeds up our deck a lot. Now we have Carnage Tyrant versus Garruk versus Xenagos versus Obstinate Baloth. And out of all those, Garruk is my favorite. Gonna play this Garruk. People seem like to love Carnage Tyrant, but yet we already have like more 6s than we want to play. Like I already am looking at cutting this Steel Hellkite. We can potentially side it in, but it's just not that insane, especially in this type of deck. Our other 6s are better. Let's just cut it now. Again, we can side it in. And this is an interesting pick. Like, we don't really want to play like an Incinerate. Elves of Deep Shadow is fine, but I'm going to take a Treetop Village. We have tons of playables, So taking like a strong land is just so good. It just adds another really strong card to our deck without taking up a spell slot. It takes up a land spot. So Treetop is a really welcome addition to our deck. Ooh. This is certainly not a Cradle deck. I love Gaia's Cradle, especially when you have just like all the Llanowar Elves. It's so good, but not in this deck. So our pick's between Lotus and Phoenix. Lotus Cobra and Phoenix, not Black Lotus. I'm going to take the Lotus Cobra here. Seems solid in this deck. Alright, it's an easy Birds of Paradise. Ooh, there's also a Wrenn and 6. I mean, we only have Evolving Wilds that works with Wrenn, so we just can't really put lands into the graveyard that well, unfortunately. This card is like, if you get the right deck for it in Legacy Cube, I think it's still really strong. If you have like a Wasteland or like 3 or 4 fetch lands, I think it's really, really strong. But in this deck, we can't really put lands in the graveyard. And just the fact that it pings, yeah, it's good, but Birds is exactly what we want. So we can't take Wrenn over it. We got to take Bird. All right, Huntmaster. Ooh, Sword of Body and Mind and Sword of Fire and Ice. These are the best 2 swords. And I think Sword of Body and Mind is the best sword. It just like puts so much pressure on the fact that it essentially kills in 1 or 2 hits. But I still don't like swords. I'm going to take Huntmaster and try to play it. Could cut this Harmonize. Alright, Wall of Blossoms versus Rabblemaster. I mean, I guess Rabblemaster's kind of annoying for some decks to deal with. And cut this Exquisite Firecraft. Could cut this Outpost Siege as well. Could side it in against that control. I'll take Rabblemaster. Can be kind of like green-red mid-range. Deep Forest Hermit, Bonfire, or Primal Command. Wow, this is actually tough. I don't know what the pick is. Originally I thought, oh, Bonfire, but then these other 2 cards are good. Primal Command, or just a threat in Deep Forest Hermit. I think I'm just gonna take the Hermit. These Army in a Can type creatures are so good. I think I'm just gonna take that. Sky Sovereign. I guess I could take this and potentially set it. I think I want it over Tectonic Edge. Could even play the Sky Sovereign. Ooh, I'm going to take Xenagos and I'm going to play that too. Could cut this Harmonize. Usually Harmonize is making my deck, but we have so many. I think all these 4s are better than Harmonize. They provide value in other ways. I don't want any of these. I'm not going to play any of these cards. Wow. Okay, Wrenn and 6 came back. Still don't think we can really like play it that well in this deck. Alright, so this is 27 with 3 lands, so it's 16 lands. Probably want to play 17 lands, so I need to cut 1 more card. I also have all these playables in the board. Let's see. Just moving the playables over here. But all these cards I think I like having in the sideboard. Like we can just like bring in like these cards against control. We can bring Wrenn and 6 in when it has stuff to kill. We could bring Steel Hellkite in potentially, although we probably won't. Maybe we cut Hour of Devastation and have that for the board too. Just because now we do have a fair amount of creatures. We're not really trying to Wrath. Alright, I'm fine with that. If we're in a matchup where Wraths are good, we'll bring in the Hour of Devastation. So this is 17 land. I think I like this build. So let's sort by color. We're actually like a green deck. This is a green card. So this is a green source. These are duels. So we have 14 more lands, so it'll probably be like 8-6. Yeah, definitely not 1-1. I think we're playing the Fire Ice just as the fire. It's the better side anyway. And we can potentially cast Ice off Prismatic Lens or Bird. Yeah, so let's run it like this. Let's take a snap of the deck. And I'll see you in round 1. Alright everyone, welcome to round 1. We have a really solid hand here. It's making the deck look good, thank you. And we're against Watergrave tapped from Wrath of Chaos. We're going to start with a Fyndhorn. Oh, this is sweet. If he doesn't kill Fyndhorn, we can go next turn, tap Forest, tap Fyndhorn, play Lotus Cobra, play Mountain, play one of our ramp spells. I guess the other option would be to go like play Mountain, play Fertile Ground on Mountain, and then tap Mountain, play a 2-drop. Okay, he's just killing our Fyndhorn. So all our plans go out the window. If we go Mountain, Fertile Ground on Mountain, I don't know if it matters. Pass the turn. So he killed our guy, but we're doing totally fine. Some crazy person's yelling outside. Sorry if you can hear that. Now, I kind of hope you guys can hear that because it's pretty funny. But we're going to go Prismatic Lens and then just play Lotus Cobra. Because then if we draw land, it's insane for us. He's drawing some cards off Arena here. But we have a lot of gas in hand. If we draw lands, it's great. If we don't, I think we're fine as well. So, we're looking good. But he is looking like Esper Control with 6 cards in hand, an Arena going. So we have our work cut out for us. But we have a lot of value here. We got a Rixmati, we got a Bloodbraid Elf, we have a Garruk. And our board is pretty decent as well. I don't want to like say what our line's going to be next turn. Just because of like what he has going. Like, I don't want to say we're going to go Garruk into Rixmati or just play Bloodbraid. We'll just see what he does and then we'll decide what we're going to do. But it's good to have these lines in mind. Okay, Mind Shatter for 2. I don't know if I like that line from him. Like, it seems like if he just waits one more turn, maybe he didn't have anything else to do. But, okay, so regardless, that's the line he took. I think our line is pretty easy. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. If we play Forest, we add a mana with Lotus Cobra, and then we go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. And then that allows us to go Garruk, untap 2 lands, cast Bloodbraid Elf. So that's the line. Always yes, always yield. We'll add green. Oh no, we can even add 1 extra mana because Garruk untaps this double land. So 1, 2, 3. I'll just undo that. Because I'm going to want to untap 2 lands with Garruk. Yes, I need to untap 2 lands to play Bloodbraid Elf. 1, 2. 3, 4, I suppose. Play Bloodbraid. Bolt is one of the worst hits on our deck. But we're still hitting for 5, plus bolting him. And then he's on this arena as well. But we have 0 cards in hand. But our board's solid. We can start making beasts with this Garruk. Good against Wrath. So let's see. He might not have anything to deal with like everything we have. He could have another. Like he could have a Wrath here, which wouldn't be the end of the world for us. We have a lot of mana. We have threats in play. Let's see what he does. His deck is looking pretty sweet. Yeah, just the Bloodbraid into the Bolt is not exactly where we want to be. I don't know what this error is. He's going fetch. He's gonna play a 5-drop. Oh, I don't. Error got in the snipping tool. Wow, it's annoying. But yeah, even our other 1-drops probably would have been better than Bolt there. But all these 3s and 2s would have been so much better than Bolt, but is what it is. Alright, Tamiyo probably tapped down our Bloodbraid Elf. Maybe our land. Okay, yeah, Bloodbraid. It makes it harder for us to kill Tamiyo. Ooh, Xenagos though. That's a great draw. This is interesting. Now, like, do we attack Tamiyo? I think we have to, unfortunately, because if we just go Xenagos, make a 2/2 haste, attack him for 4, he goes down to 5 and then 4 from Arena. But then he gets to draw 3 cards off Tamiyo. But if we go Xenagos, make a 2/2 haste, then attack 4 at Tamiyo, then Tamiyo's a little more useless because it can't draw 3 or 4 cards or whatever. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, play Xenagos. Make a 2/2 haste. Oh wow, I can ult Garruk. Totally forgot that it ults after 1 turn, so I can hit for 5, 10. Oh, so I just literally just kill him here. Wow. Sorry for anybody who previously saw this line, but I'm like talking about like, oh, why Tamiyo is bad, and then I just saw the line of Garruk ult right here with the Xenagos. So yeah, Xenagos was a pretty good draw, I'd say. that was pretty sick. Sorry I didn't see that line, but we got there in the end. Let's go to game 2. So we're against Esper Control, so let's bring in our value. Let's bring in Outpost Siege. Let's bring in Harmonize. I don't think we want Wrenn and 6. Don't think we want anything else. Revoker could be decent as well. All we saw was Tamiyo. Let's just wait on that. Let's see. What do we not want? Maybe Fiery Confluence. Esper Control doesn't usually have artifacts. Maybe Fire Ice. And we'll just go with this. We bring in some value. Take out some of our least value cards. This looks good. Let's try it. This hand looks fine. Definitely going to keep. If we don't draw any lands, worst case we have a T2 Fertile Ground into T3 Kodama's Reach. Best case we draw land. Okay, Inquisition. It's annoying. Takes one of our ramp spells, probably Fertile Ground. Slows us down a lot. But we get to draw some cards. Inquisition and Thoughtseize I feel like are so strong in Legacy Cube. Because it's so easy to just like he did, cast Inquisition and then like essentially wreck our plan. Although drawing Rick Samadi is solid. we can just Rixmati, loot a card, maybe one of these 4-drops, maybe this Hermit, and then just draw from there. Alright, that's annoying. He's probably going to take Kodama's Reach. Maybe Xenagos. Yeah, Reach. I mean, we're definitely going to... Okay, we drew Bolt. That's nice. So I could Bolt this now, but I think it's just better to play Rixmati. I'm just going to discard this new Deranged Hermit, this Deep Forest Hermit. We're just pretty far away from doing it, and we can probably draw other value by the time we need to. Drawing Forest is perfect. I just wanted a loot there just to draw through our deck. We want to draw lands and get to these 4s. I guess if I had bolted the Kitesail and then drew land naturally for our turn, it would have been better because we could have cast Kodama's Reach on turn 3. But there's no way for us to know that. So I think it's much safer to cast Rixmati loot than otherwise. Alright. Well, he's tapped out now. I think it's safe just to bolt now, attack for 2. Sometimes, like, this mouse just doesn't click that well. See what he does. If he just leaves the mana up, I'm probably casting Bloodbraid Elf. If he taps out for something, depending on what it is, might cast Xenagos. But if he just leaves mana up, I'm not just going to cast Xenagos into a potential counterspell. So Bloodbraid is much better in that situation. Oh, is this a Mind Shatter? No, it's a Bloodline Keeper. Alright, I mean, that card's good. I suppose I like just Bloodbraiding here. What do we hit? Awakening Zone? It's a solid one. Just attack with Bloodbraid. He could make a Vampire if he wants. Yeah, it's good against us, but we have a Xenagos coming down as well. Sorcerer's Canta, not as good as Limited as it is in other formats. It's just like, it doesn't flip that fast. Like, it scries, it's a fine card, but in other formats it's strong. In this format, it's okay. Wow, he's... Oh, he mistapped. He tried to cast Lingering Souls to leave up Flashback, but he just cast Lingering Souls using all his colored mana, and now he can't Flashback. I'm assuming. I mean, it's still okay, like, we can't really attack that well, but we can still Xenagos here. That was awful for him, honestly. We're just going to start Awakening Zoning. Maybe something cool will come of that. Let's see. Yes. Yield. Oh, Harmonize. It's a great draw as well. Alright. If I go land, I can go land. Xenagos plus Harmonize. And that's what I'm going to do. Xenagos. Add mana. Green, green, green. Green, Harmonize. Okay. I think I just attack with just Bloodbraid. He could trade it for a Vampire. Xenagos is gonna die regardless. I just don't know if I like trading it for a Vampire. I think I have to. This Ancient Tomb is doing work on him, otherwise he doesn't have very much mana. Okay, he's chumping. Oh no, he's trading both spirits rather than the vampire token. Interesting. I'm fine with that. Because now, if he makes a vampire, the only way for him to kill Xenagos is attack with both of these. I don't like that play. We'll see what he has here. He draws the card on top. It might be a land. We'll see. Tamiyo. Tap down on Rixmati, I suppose. If he wants to kill Xenagos, he has to attack it with both now. Oh yeah, he did make a vampire. He should have made a vampire and chumped the Bloodbraid. Okay, so he's killing Xenagos. We don't really have anything else back. So we wanted, okay, Wurmcoil. I was gonna say we want to draw Inferno Titan or Wurmcoil. So we do that, but Tamiyo is gonna do work against that. Alright, let's see. Play land. We have 6, 7, 8 mana potentially. I think I'd just go Prismatic Lens to resolve it. I think it's worth to sack one of these and then play Wurmcoil. Could have also sacked another spawn to play Bird, but I don't think I need to do that. He's at 8. We have a Wurmcoil out. This Tamiyo is definitely doing work, but Inferno Titan would be our best draw. We unfortunately bin this Hermit. Yep, tap down Wurmcoil. Let's see what he's got. Flashback Souls. Wow, he milled the Shriekmaw. I guess that doesn't deal with Wurmcoil that well at all. He's gonna attack for 2, make another vampire. He is kind of running away with this game, but we have a lot of good draws. Fyndhorn is not one of them. We're just gonna play out all of our mana. Doesn't matter which one I put into play. Fyndhorn and Bird. No attacks. Good news is he has to keep tapping down this worm. The bad news is he could attack us for a lot of damage and then draw 4 cards here with Tamiyo. So yeah, we're not in a good spot here. Our deck's kind of fizzling out, which is why we decided in the extra card advantage against Esper Control. He drew a card with a search, which is good to note. He did not mill a card. Then he compulsive research, discarding Swamp. Tap down Worm. And then he has 2 more turns till he can ult this Tamiyo. Attack yes for 6, down to 11. So we're basically dead next turn. Because next turn he attacks for 5, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now we're not dead next turn. Garruk. Interesting. So if I Garruk plus, it just dies. But if I Garruk minus, I at least get a beast. So I'm going to do that. And then he has to attack Garruk. This Bloodline Keeper is just wrecking us. The bolt on the kite sail is looking weak here. I snapped that off, but maybe that was a misplay. Now that I've seen Bloodline Keeper, I could be a little more careful, but at the time I didn't have anything else to do. It just seemed like the right play. I think we're dead here, but I'll play this game out. Let's see, are we dead? 3 plus 6 is 9, 10, 11. She was tapping down Worm Coil. If he just attacks with the flyers. Okay, he doesn't want to attack with Bloodline. I think I still block one with Bird. It's not really doing anything else. He's just attacking us. Yeah, I'd like to just gain 2 life. Don't think that really buys more time, but gonna go for it. Not even really sure what outs we have here. We sat out the Fiery Confluence as well. Would have been pretty decent here. But also Tamiyo at 8. Search up. We're dead here. We got outvalued. Alright, let's go to the next one. That was a good game. We fought hard, but we didn't get there. Is there any other, like, now that we've seen more of his deck, he's just like all value. Like, do we want Sky Sovereign? It like can be pretty strong, especially against like Tamiyo, and just like kills Bloodline Keeper. I mean, might want Sky Sovereign. It's just like pretty strong. Could take out like Ravel Master can potentially like turn 2 Ravel Master can be so good. What are the cuts for Sky Sovereign? I'm just gonna cut Ravel Master. Just bring in like a stronger, like bigger value, slower card in Sky Sovereign. We're on the play. Oh, brutal. I was about to say, oh, keep, but this mountain is not a forest. So we have to mulligan. That hurts us really bad, but this hand we can keep. And I think we just have to put a land back. Inquisition is going to wreck us here, but I don't want to put back any of these like value cards like Inferno Titan. So I'm just going to go forest. Pass. Mouse acting up again. No Inquisition, please. Okay, it doesn't have it. Nice. Fertile Ground. Pass the turn. Plan on just Kodama's reaching next turn. Okay, well, he's going to take our Kodama's reach. I'm almost sure, yeah, he snaps it off. Now we just Kitchen Finks. It's pretty solid against him. But we're 2 mana off casting this Inferno Titan, and this Ewit is not doing anything. That Kite Sail was brutal. Because casting Kodama's Reach there would have been so good. Just like putting a card in our graveyard for Ewit, getting us to Inferno Titan, it just like was doing it all, and he took it. So this is what I'm talking about. These like disruption effects like just are so good. Inquisition, Thoughtseize, Freebooter, Tide Hollow, they're all really good. Worn Power Stone, it's tough. Prismatic Lens, okay. Not gonna play Ewit for no value. Just gonna wait. Could have tapped differently and played it, but not just trying to play a 2-1. Now we're in a good spot though, because if we draw land, we play Inferno Titan. If we draw a spell, we get to play the spell we drew. So could be worse. We have a Kitchen Finks. We're just facing down 6 mana though from Esper Control, so 5 cards in hand. So yeah, I mean, looking kind of rough, but okay. So Mind Shatter for 4 maybe. That would wreck us. Okay, just enough for an arena. All right. Well, we have the Inferno Titan. T4 Inferno Titan, not too bad. 2/1. Okay. Get Kodama's Reach back and hit for 3. Now he has to deal with this Titan, which he might be able to do on his turn, but then we still have Ewit plus Kodama's Reach next turn. And Finks doesn't die to Wrath, really, so wow, drawing that land there was huge. Doesn't look like he really has counterspells. He's kind of like Esper mid-range, like big, like Esper good stuff, basically. But we're kind of Gruul good stuff, so it's a close matchup. Oust on the Inferno Titan. It's not what we wanted to see, but if I could Kodama's Reach, I'm going to shuffle away the Inferno Titan as well. I don't really want to do that, so Ballista for 3, Jesus. Mountain, God, that was like the worst draw to draw land now. Let's attack. I can't play Kodama's Reach. Oh, he's gonna ping it for 2? Sure. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to play Kodama's Reach. I just want to draw Inferno Titan next turn. He's on the clock on this arena as well. This game, the clock is real. Like if he pings up, if he like puts counters on Ballista and wants to ping Finks, we can Ewit it back. We're at 25, like he's at 9 with an arena out, so we have an Inferno Titan that we're drawing off the top, and likely he does not have a counterspell. I'm almost assuredly, well, he has a tough choice here, because Inferno Titan Bolt him is pretty tough for him to deal with. Oh, he shocks down to 7. What does he have? Just Tamiyo? I guess Tamiyo tap our Fertile Ground is annoying for us, because then we draw Inferno Titan and we can't cast it. But I don't know. Shock down to 7 arena and play Inferno Titan on top of our deck. I think we might be okay here. Let's see what he does. He's casting a spell. He's thinking about it. This Ancient Tomb is essentially turned off. Elspeth. I mean, that's not that scary at all. Inferno Titan just wrecks that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So all we can do is Inferno Titan, which is fine. I guess if he has like 4, no, he doesn't. So 1, 1, 1. Yep. Then he can minus Elspeth. Ping Finks. Alright, I'm fine with that. And he goes down to 6. He can minus Elspeth to deal with his Titan, but we could just E-wit it back. Which we're gonna do. Assuming that's his line. Now is when we want to drop Bloodbraid into Bolt, not when we did the other match. He's at 6 with an arena in play, so we have to do something, but minusing this Elspeth to kill this Inferno Titan is not exactly where he wants to be. Us having E-wit for the Inferno Titan is pretty huge. Compulsive research to start. It's a good one. He discards Watery Grave. The shock on the Hallowed Fountain was pretty unexpected. Minuses the Elspeth because he has to. I just feel like his deck doesn't really have counterspells from like just the cards he has in his deck. Like he's kind of like a tap out Esper Control deck. Oh god, the Mind Shatter. That is just brutal. Now we're just playing off the top. With the E-wit for Inferno Titan, I felt like we were so like decent there, and now it's just looking like we're losing. That was a good Mind Shatter. He goes to 5. He gets to make 3 soldiers. Just looking like we're dead. No, we don't have any type of like Banefire effect. We even sided out Fiery Confluence, which would be a win here. So I guess Bloodbraid into Bolt might be our best draw. Even just Bolt him, I think, is enough. Because then he just dies to his arena. So Bolt or Bloodbraid into Bolt, I think, are our best draws now. Approach of the Second Sun? Wow. Okay, we're dead. I mean, our opponent's deck was sick. There's the Bloodbraid, but it's now it's not enough. I don't think we have any way to win now. Just too much value with that approach. Yeah, our opponent's deck was sick. So not taking anything away from our opponent. He played well. His deck was good. Tamiyo. Alright, I've seen enough. I'll concede here. I don't think we have any way to win. Good game, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, welcome back. Round 2. We're on the play. Let's see if we can win this one. We're going to keep this hand. This hand looks awesome. If we draw a land, we have a T3 Bloodbraid or Huntmaster. If we don't, we have 2 2-mana rant spells. So we're looking okay here. Just lead on this treetop. Pass the turn. I mean, the last match was close, and that seems like a bad matchup for us, honestly, in the end. Okay, draw land, that's good. It's just Fertile Ground in the forest. think I'm probably just playing Huntmaster on this next turn. See what he does. Yeah, Sheldock. I'm just going to play Huntmaster here. And then I'll go Bloodbraid on T4. T3, Huntmaster, T4, Bloodbraid. Seems pretty strong. Yeah, no Force Spike. Awesome. Now he has to play a spell here. Otherwise he just gets absolutely wrecked. And he cannot play a small creature because then it might die to Huntmaster. I guess he could. Braid the Huntmaster, that's fine. Okay, interesting. So we can resolve Garruk. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Untap 2 lands, play Ewit, get back Huntmaster. I think that's the line, honestly. Otherwise, we're just like Bloodbraid Elfing. I think this is better. The chances that Garruk resolves is like super high. Garruk plus Garruk, untap 2 lands. Garruk essentially only costs 1 mana. Oh man, we could just... I'm just going to cast Bloodbraid Elf here. Didn't really think about that line, but we can just do Ewit into Huntmaster next turn. But just getting this down, just like T4 Garruk into Bloodbraid is pretty sick. Next turn we have Overrun as well, so we're putting so much pressure on. So I like this line. He just goes tap land pass. Okay. I'm just gonna lead on Rabblemaster. I guess right, Overrun, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so it's lethal. What is this, like a Fire Ice? Oh, this was wrong. Or Incinerate. Okay. So I attack for 10, down to 5. Just play a Prismatic Lens. I mean, he's still most likely dead, but... Does he have Wrath? He gets a Rabblemaster and attacks for 1. Okay, I think he's dead. So let's see if I activate Treetop, attack with all. You can block here and take 3, 4, 5. If you block, yeah, he's dead. Alright. So we got there in the end. Because he can only block 2 damage and then take 5. But I should have tree-topped last turn. He hasn't figured it out quite yet, but he's dead. Fractured Identity is the sick card, so looks like we're just against blue at red control. So I'm going to make a similar sideboard to last game, if not identical. Take out these. We'll side out Fiery Confluence, which could be wrong, and Rabblemaster. Just go from there. Sand looks fine. Tiny bit awkward, but we have a lot of ramp. We have good draws. I'll just fetch now. Just Just want F6. T2, I guess we just play Fertile Ground. Just seems like the safest play. He shocks Sacred Foundry, plays Brimaz. Okay. Let's see. So we're probably just leading Lotus Cobra because it only costs 1 mana. Then we get to add a mana. Yes. Do green. We have 3 mana. I guess we can go Kodama's Reach into Llanowar, into Fyndhorn Elves. I guess I'll do that. Put a forest into play. Yes. Green. Fyndhorn. Pass the turn. We'll just take 4 off this Brimaz. And we'll plan on playing Grim Monolith into Rixmati Spectacle next turn. If he can't kill our Lotus Cobra. Gwenalendra. Alright, it's annoying. Because now I guess we could just tap this Grim Monolith as well. I guess that's what we do. So we go play a mountain. We're gonna always use this. Add black. And then we're gonna go red, green, play Grim Monolith. And then we're going to go play Awakening Zone. And then... oh shit. I always forget the Spectacle, you have to deal damage to them. Right, well I messed up again. I messed up here. We'll just Rixmati, discard this mountain. Draw a mountain. Pass the turn. I always forget about Spectacle. I always just like assume Spectacle for some reason that I can cast without dealing damage to them. But that's not the case. So now we're in a rough position here. He attacks for 6. We'll just eat this. Take 5. Gideon. Yeah. Looking bad here. I think we're dead. We need to draw like Inferno Titan or Wormcoil or something to stay in it. This deck's like it just isn't feeling like it's powerful. Like, I don't know if our draws are bad or this deck's just not good, but yeah, it's not feeling good. So he's making a 5/5. Alright, let's just go block, block. Maybe I'll just block this as well. Yeah, then just take 5 down to 6. Then untap Grim Monolith. We draw Sphinx. I'll play it. We need to draw, I think, Inferno Titan. I guess Wormcoil could do it too. But our opponent's at 18 with 4 cards in hand. So yeah, we really did not get there here. Helix the Rixmati, sure. Alright. We're dead here. Let's go to game 3. Maybe we do want Fiery Confluence, like, over Fire Ice. Sure, let's try that. I think we still want these other value cards in Harmonize and Outpost Siege. Okay, this looks good. I guess our line is turn 1 Bird, turn 2 Kodama's Reach. If he kills our bird, we still have a turn 2 Fertile Ground, turn 3 Xenagos. He's on the mulligan. I mean, both these matches have seemed close. We just barely are not getting there. But I think we have a good chance to get there this game. See if we can end up 2-1 with this deck. Fintorn Elves. Okay, we can go Fertile Ground, Fintorn Elves. Might be better just to Kodama's Reach. I'm going to Mountain, put Mountain into play and pass. I guess I could have gone Fertile Ground Treetop as well. Oh wow, he just looks like he doesn't really have a functional draw here. Rixmati is actually good as well. Let's try to spectacle this at some point. So let's go Fertile Ground here. And then green, red, Xenagos, make a 2/2 haste attack. I could also plus play Fintorn, but I'd rather just start putting more pressure on. Helix Xenagos, okay. I guess plussing would have been nice against like bolt effects. Didn't really think about that, but still think I'm fine with this line. Now I go attack, and then I can spectacle this Rixmati. So I go play Treetop, play Fintorn, red black, cast with Spectacle, discard a forest, draw 3, and pass the turn. Yeah, it's looking good here. Next turn we can Cobra into Bloodbraid and activate Treetop. Gideon, sure. Alright, we're looking good. Alright, let's go Lotus Cobra. Yes, and yield. Add green. Red, red, green. Play Bloodbraid Elf. We'll Cascade. We'll play Finks. And then we'll activate. Guess I'm not going to attack with Fintorn anyway. And let's see. Attack Gideon. Attack Gideon. Attack Gideon. Yeah. This way Gideon dies for sure. And if you want to trade with... He doesn't. So if he has Wrath here, that's worst case scenario for us. He doesn't. Go activate treetop. Attack all. If he wants to block a Fyndhorn, that's fine. Helix, incinerate the treetop. That's annoying. But we still have a lot of pressure. Yeah, I'm trying to advance. Okay. Just gonna F6. Alright. It's pretty much worst case for us. He had the Wrath. Alright, that's a good draw. Play Deep Forest Hermit, attack for 2. He only has 1 card in hand. So that Deep Forest Hermit was a great draw. He basically has to have an answer for it now. Another land. This is like an Elspeth. Looks like nothing. He might have another land in hand. Wow, Garruk is good. Just attack with all. What is this? Sphinx's Rev? Yeah, for 4. Okay. Garruk. I'm gonna minus. Kind of like makes him have to have another Wrath, which not sure how many Wraths he can have in his deck. Elesh. Martial Coup. He has another Wrath. And it's a good one too. Alright, Bolt. Mountain. Brutal. It's another good game though. It's coming right down to it. We still have Bolt and Blood Raid in our deck. 19 cards left. We got this. No BS, like Approach of the Second Sun here, or something like that. Oh, Faith's Fetters, God. Just getting wrecked. Inferno Titan. Okay, well, still really good, obviously. I'm just gonna kill 3 of his soldiers and then attack with Beast. Could have a removal spell for Inferno Titan, but I still think this is the line. God, that Faith's Fetters though. I even forgot about Inferno Titan. I was saying Bolt or Blood Braid, but attack for 1, sure, I'll take it. Another Wrath. Yep, and gain 1 life. Wow. Alright, let's see what he's got. He's played 3 Wraths so far. And he has Approach of the Second Suns. Okay. Alright. I'm just going to fetch now on F6. I think we're dead here though. Probably should just take out the Garruk rather than hit us for 2. Alright, let's see. Just gonna untap this. Then F6. Oh, Ewit, okay. Oh, Blood Raid's in the graveyard. So I suppose we just Ewit for Inferno Titan? Yeah. I think it's the best. Okay, this is another good game. Let's deal 1 to that and 2 to him. He doesn't have anything right now. And we can kill him next turn assuming nothing. So Inferno Titan gets pumped a lot. What, another Wrath? Yep. Jesus. Snapcaster Martial Coup. Alright, that'll do it. There's not much we could have done against that. And we hit for 7. I think we have Fiery Confluence in the deck, because I think we sided it back in. So we have one more out. I tried to click on Forest, but misclicked. Don't think it matters. Hideaway, okay. Well, you can untap and cast whatever card you just hid away there. I'll just block. I guess I can survive one more turn potentially. Oh god. So I have to have him not be able to kill Spawn here, and then somehow I draw Fiery Confluence. Looks like he has it though. Approach. He somehow didn't win the game. So Fiery Confluence off the top. Okay. 0-2 here. Pretty brutal. 2 close matches. Didn't get there on either one. Let's see if we can get there in the next one. Hey everyone, welcome back. Round 3. We're on the draw here. We're going to keep this hand. And we're in the 0-2 bracket here. But I wanted to... I want to post this video and I want to show everyone that like I usually like 3-0 or 2-1 these cubes, but you know an 0-3 or a 1-2 can literally happen to anybody, and I just don't want to like give you guys the wrong impression. Like even good players, like they you know 0-3 sometimes. It happens. There's variance in Magic. There's no reason to be upset about it. Our deck is like not great, but I think it's better than it's performed so far. I think our deck is fine, and I just want to like show you guys like I post all the videos that I record. I don't just like choose the good ones, but I think this this deck is okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna go Mountain Bird here. That way we can just cast a 3/3/4 drop. Don't really want to discard anything to Rixmati right now anyway, so we'll just save this Rixmati for later. Hopefully we'll spectacle it. Next turn, I guess it's between Xenagos. Oh no, okay, we can't do either. Now I need to Rixmati, discarding a 6-drop. He seems to be mono black. I think Wormcoil is better than Inferno Titan here. I had to Rixmati. We need to like get through our deck. We need to draw lands. We need to start casting these 4 drops. Because if we don't Rixmati and then we don't draw land, it's just like awful. We just sit here doing nothing. Okay, he's just on Swamp Swamp. What did he mull to? He mulled to 5 and he's on Swamp Swamp. Okay. Yeah, I'll just Hunt Master here. He's likely not going to cast a spell, and then he's just dead. And then we can just Xenagos. Yeah, so now we flip. Hit him for 2. Okay. And then we just Xenagos. Make a haste guy. Attack with all. And he's pretty much dead. Well, the O2 bracket is often fairly unexciting. I mean, our opponent's draw just wasn't functionally mulled to 5. But maybe his deck is fine. We'll see. All we saw was Swamp Swamp, 2 removal spells. That being the case, do we want to just do the same sideboard we've been doing? Like, it could just be some type of like black control deck or black removal deck, which these are both good against. Rabble Master is also decent here, so maybe we don't want to side that out. But maybe we take out like Fire Ice and everything else is like decent value. Maybe Awakening Zone. Plays around Edict effects, but it's not as good in this deck as it is in like the dedicated green ramp deck. We don't have that many combos with it. We're not like oppositioning. We're not really overrunning except for Garruk. So I'll try it like this. Alright, after a quick game 1, we're back for game 2. This hand seems pretty bad, but in the matchup, I think I'm going to keep it. We don't really need to like essentially like ramp out with a Findornellas or something like that. I think we want to just be like a value deck, and all these cards in our hand seem good, like against what he's trying to do. Maybe he's Reanimator and we just are going to die, but I still think we keep this hand. If he has like a nut draw for Reanimator, I don't think we can beat that regardless. So we'll see. It's weird that he's tanking for so long on this Entomb. Like, don't you just have like a good card to get? You got Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. Yeah, this is the O2 bracket. I mean, this card's obviously insane. If he has a Reanimate here, we're dead, but Bitter Blossom. Alright, that's beatable. Although not exactly what we wanted to see. Rabble Master's cool. Can start matching that Bitter Blossom. Probably just going to jam that next turn. What does he have here? Like what is that? 3 mana Return a Legend? No, Reoccurring Nightmare. Okay. I think we're dead. I don't think we have any outs to that. Turn 3, put Ulamog into play. Yeah, I really think we have 0 outs. Alright. Let's go to the next one. Now we know a little bit more like what his deck's trying to do. So maybe we don't want at least Outpost Siege. And maybe we want maybe a Revoker. Because we can name Recurring Nightmare. Let's try this. This hand looks great. It's exactly where we want to be. I'm almost fine just to name Recurring Nightmare in the dark here. But I'm just going to turn to Kodama's Reach. It's fine just to play a T3 Revoker. You can also play a T3 Deep Forest Hermit here. Now we can play a... Can we? 4 or 5? No, we can't quite play a... we can't quite play a T3 Inferno Titan. But we can play a T3 Deep Forest Hermit, T4 Inferno Titan. So that may be enough. Kite Sail miss. Okay. Yeah. Should be dead here. This last match, while we're likely to win, has been the least exciting. We crushed game 1, we got crushed game 2, and now this game 3 might be over pretty quick. If he just plays like a Recurring Nightmare, we'll just go Huntmaster plus Revoker next turn. Alright, Journey the Deep Forest. Now we just jam Inferno Titan, attack for 4. Sure. Still gonna jam Inferno Titan, even though we could get Wormcoil down. Just deals so much damage. 2-1 and F6. We're gonna attack with all. Pass the turn, F6 again. This is like more like what this deck's trying to do. Vindicate the Inferno Titan, that's fine. I'll just play Wormcoil here. Then attack for 4. Our deck's running like picture perfect this game. The Kite Sail missing was awful for him. Yeah, Bitter Blossom not gonna do it here. Interesting. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just attack. Put him to 1. And I guess just play Huntmaster and nothing else. He has to have Wrath here. Oh no, he just dies to Bitter Blossom, yeah. Alright. Unexciting draft. I mean, going 1-2. But yeah, we could have won either of these first 2 matches. They were close. I think, again, our deck was better than we gave it credit for. But we got 1 win there. So thanks for watching Snap Bolt, and I'll see you next time.